He was believed to have been born on April 16, 1889, though even that simple fact is shrouded in mystery. Some claimed it was not his true birthday. Others whispered he may not even have been born in London at all, but across the sea, in Fontainebleau, France. Yet, what is certain is this: he was the son of Charles Chaplin Sr., a talented but troubled singer, and Hannah Henrietta Hill, known on stage as Lily Harley, a woman with a gift for performance. Both were entertainers in the vibrant but unforgiving world of the London music halls. Almost as soon as he entered the world, young Charlie's life took a harsh turn. His parents separated, and he was left in the care of his mother, whose fragile health and unstable mind made survival a daily struggle. By the age of 7, Charlie knew hunger and hardship more intimately than any child should. In 1896, when his mother could no longer earn enough to feed her sons, she was forced to place Charlie and his half-brother Sidney into the Lambeth workhouse. These bleak institutions were a far cry from the warmth of home rows of beds, strict rules, and little comfort. After several weeks, the brothers were sent to Hanwell School for orphans and destitute children. Their father, by then an alcoholic, died when Charlie was just 12 years old. His mother's mental health continued to deteriorate, and she was eventually admitted to Cane Hill Asylum. For most children, such beginnings would have crushed their spirit, but for Charlie, pain became fuel. At the tender age of 5, he first stood on stage, filling in for his mother during a performance. The audience laughed and applauded, and in that moment, something sparked inside him. His mother, despite her struggles, encouraged his imagination. On nights when illness confined him to bed, she would sit by the window and act out the scenes happening in the streets below, teaching Charlie how to see the world as theater. By 1900, at just 11 years old, Charlie's brother Sidney helped him land a small role in a pantomime of Cinderella at the London Hippodrome. Soon, he was performing regularly, playing the newspaper boy Billy in a stage version of Sherlock Holmes. The stage became his escape from the misery of his reality. In 1906, he joined Casey's Court Circus, and a year later, he stepped into the whirlwind world of slapstick comedy with Fred Karno's Fun Factory, a troupe famous for its physical humor and improvisation. With Karno's company, Chaplin's raw talent began to shine. Then came the turning point. In 1912, the Karno troupe sailed to America. Among them was a young man named Arthur Stanley Jefferson, who later became famous as Stan Laurel of Laurel and Hardy. Chaplin and Laurel shared a tiny boarding house room in New York, two unknown actors with big dreams. But while Laurel eventually returned to England, Chaplin stayed. Fate intervened when his performance caught the eye of Max Sennett, the film producer behind Keystone Studios. Sennett saw something special in Chaplin, the mix of humor and heartbreak that would later define his on-screen persona. He offered him a job in the new world of moving pictures. It was a chance that would change everything. From poverty and loneliness, from the workhouses and the streets of London, Charlie Chaplin was about to step into history not as a forgotten child of hardship, but as the man who would make the whole world laugh. Moral of the story: Charlie Chaplin's life reminds us that hardship does not define us, it shapes us. Even in the darkest struggles, creativity and resilience can light the way forward. Pain can be transformed into art, and laughter can be born out of sorrow. His story proves that no matter where you come from, with perseverance, imagination, and courage, you can rise above your circumstances and leave a legacy that inspires the world.